Hello and welcome back. If you are new to the channel, I make one game a month. Today is a very short video. I will talk about this week's progress. This week was a hit and miss at the same time. Let's see what was completed. First, I completed the migration of all levels to the new format. So as you can see now, illumination changed and also you can feel some depth in background as well as obstacles where you can hide. I have to break up several sprites into multiple parts so I can make it feel with more depth. For example, the windows here. The background moves at different speed, walls and other things also. I am still adding a few more things here and there to increase the feeling, but I do not want everything to look like it was made in 3D. The most difficult part was to balance lighting so you can see your character and enemies, but also give more mood to the background. The next part is particle effects. I spent a couple of days trying to make some effects with lights, and no matter what I did, it never looked right. So I decided to work on some shaders, and I end up replicating some effects found in Diablo 3. At this moment it doesn't look like much, but once I add more particles the effect will be more interesting. I was trying to replicate the effect when you can see the dust flying around when light hits it in low illumination to make it feel more cinematic. Something similar to the effect here, but I have not been able to get there yet. Still, it doesn't look the same. So I end up creating smoke effects. I feel that reducing the amount of smoke may be able to produce the effect that I'm looking for, and I need to experiment more, but for the most part I will not be using these particles for this game. Those look very impressive, for example in Diablo, like these effects, fire, ice and some others, but for the time of game I'm making, these effects do not make much sense. There is no magic, but everything is not for nothing. I can still use those effects for future games, but I spend too much time trying to make something that I will not use in this game. Lastly, I couldn't find the time to implement all the character animations. Animations are there are over 500 frames of animations, but those are not fully active yet in the game. So this week I will focus finishing those so I can ship the game next week. And that's this week's progress. You can download the alpha version of this game from itch.io, the link is below. Let me know what you think about it, and thank you so much for watching till here. See you next week.